Hello everybody and welcome back to another mini ramble. So, as you may have seen, Resident Evil Revelations has finished. I did record the extra episode, well, at least the Moira side of things, and the footage got completely janked up, came out like crap. So, it was kind of unusable. It was like 5 frames per second for the entire thing. As it was, I didn't really like the footage. The chapter wasn't that great, it was basically just effectively raid mode, but less good. It was just a pretty crappy raid mode, really. There wasn't really anything happening. It just kind of explained what happened to Moira during the period where she was supposed to be dead. Effectively, she just chilled with the old guy from earlier. That was about it, really. And I did try the Natalia side of things, but the Natalia side of things was basically just, hey, stealth forever. It was just a massive, like, hour-long stealth section, which was completely uninteresting, so I decided to scrap that as well, because, yeah, it was a stealth section where nothing really happened. You were just looking for Lottie. That was it. It was a bit weird. So I've decided to just cut those, not use those, because they don't really add anything to the story, and they were just pretty bad in terms of gameplay. So that does leave a big open slot in the channel. As you can see at the moment, we are still continuing Don't Starve Together. That's going wonderful, and I'm still having great fun with that, me and Google. Today you will see that we have part 17, but no part 16. Part 16 will be up on Luke's channel, Googlefly. It's down in the description on the video. You can go over to his channel and check that out, just in case, because I screwed up with OBS and didn't set it to record Don't Starve, but I did for the rest of that. I was a bit of an idiot. It just recorded a black screen for 15 minutes or so. So I've cut that out and I've just uploaded part 17, so there's at least a continuous flow. So we'll be continuing with Don't Starve Together, but that does leave a big open slot in the channel. Now, what I want to say was I don't really know what to put there, and I was kind of umming and ahhing over the idea of stopping episodic content completely and just going with one-offs for a while, but the problem is they would be slower to put out. Or going back to older series that I never finished and finishing off those, or at least some of those. I know there's a couple that I got quite close to finishing and never really finished off. Of course, that wouldn't be Terraria, because Terraria I still don't have contact with Jazz and Lawrence. I don't know where they are. I actually spoke to Lawrence, but no Jazz. Anyway. Can't contact them, so I can't continue Terraria, unfortunately. But there's a few series that I kind of left, and I don't really know why, but they were left, and actually, no, the reason they were left was because I lost a lot of footage, wasn't it, when I lost my hard drive. I have recovered the hard drive, but, yeah, there wasn't that much recoverable of it. A lot of it died, so unfortunately there is no more Terraria footage on that drive, as well as pretty much every series that died at the same time. All of the footage that I had recorded has all gone. It's completely dead. But I was gonna, while I have this on the channel, finish off a few older series. Maybe, I don't know. Or I was considering doing a new series, of course, but I wasn't sure what I want to do. So I had a few ideas. Something with Prison Architects. I really enjoy that game. I used to stream it quite a lot. I feel we could have some fun with that. Or, what else was there? There's Fallout. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 1. I was going to skip Fallout 1 because I played through most of it, and I've seen a lot of it. But I was going to play Fallout 2. Not sure how that would go. I'll have to have a look into that. And apart from those two, I can't really think. I was going to go back to some older games, some retro games, stuff that I played in the past, in my childhood, of course not on the channel. I was going to go back and do some of that, but I wasn't sure if you guys would be interested. If you are, or if you have any ideas, any suggestions, throw it down in the comments. That'd be absolutely wonderful. That would really help me out, because at the moment I'm going for a very creative block moment. I get these sometimes where I just cannot think of what to do on the channel, and I'll just have literally nothing. I'll just be like, I have a list of 541 games on Steam, and I'll look at that and I'll be like, what to play? I don't know. There's just way too much there to really sort through. And yeah, I just don't really know. As it is, the channel that I'm starting, which has no details with it yet, because I don't want to give out details to the channel until it's up and ready and everything's there, because at the moment it's got pretty much no art, it's just an idea, the channel's just there as a placeholder. I don't really want to give out the details because I don't want people subbing to it before it actually has any content on, because as we all know with with the way that the system works in YouTube, is if you don't view content from a channel, it will remove it from the suggested list of your front pages. You have to view a certain amount of content, really, for YouTube to keep suggesting you the channels that you're subscribed to without going into your subscriptions, which is freaking ridiculous. But it's the way that they do it. And yeah, the only way to actually refine a channel is obviously go to the channel directly and start watching content again, and then it'll start suggesting it again. Or you can go into the little drop down box, click my subscriptions, and it'll actually allow every single one of your subscriptions. It's a stupid system, but there we go, this is YouTube. So yeah, I don't really want people subscribing to a channel which has no content on it, because you can't actually view videos on it, which means that you won't get updates on it. And when it does start getting content, it would have been so long that you won't get updates still. Aside from that, yeah, we've got GTA 5 coming out soon, and I'm planning to do a load of content with that. There will be some content on the new channel, a lot of it, but also I'm going to be doing a little bit on my channel, because I really enjoy GTA, and now it's going to be out on the PC, I will have people to play it with, which is absolutely wonderful. I may even try and organise, like, events where I'll just make a lobby and say, hey look, I'm playing GTA, and then you guys can come join. I'll make a crew or something for the channel, I don't know. We'll have some good fun. It sounds freaking wonderful. Yeah, I'm really excited for GTA, because that's out on April 14th. And I have it on PS3, but the problem is I don't have the recording software to record consoles. Also, the fact is I don't really know anyone that has a PS3. I bought it on PS3 solely for the reason of playing the offline mode, and I was like, well, I'll buy it for the offline mode, then just down the line, about a month or two, we'll get the PC released. That's what I expected, of course, and now it's nearly April, and we're soon going to get the release, which it's annoying, but we're going to get it, at least, hopefully, this time. And I cannot wait, because I did small amounts of online, but not very much, kind of just so it's all fresh. And I've already got a load of things in mind for that. It's going to be great fun, and it's going to be so good, so good. I'm also looking into investing into some console recording software, so that I can actually do console recordings, because at the moment my only means of doing it would be through an emulator and stuff, which of course, some people don't like emulators. I don't mind emulators in the fact of, I don't mind emulators if I've got the console in the game. If I've got the console in the game, I'm not too problematic about it. Or if I've bought it 4 or 5 times, you know, I kind of see that I've paid it. And also the good thing about an emulator is it's user friendly and really easy to record, and you get a better quality. You get higher quality videos. I know there is ways to get higher quality videos for older consoles, but I don't think there's anything for such the era of PS2 or PS3. PS2 or PS1. I don't think there's actually anything implemented at the moment to get high quality PS1, PS2 stuff. I have seen methods, of course, for things like the NES and the SNES, like this weird console thing I saw, which has a built-in recorder in it. It upscales the graphics. It's really strange, but it can produce emulator-level graphics on a console. It's really odd and really strange, and I don't really know how it works, but there is that. But I don't think there's such thing for the PlayStation 1 era and PlayStation 2 era. Of course, they're not so old that it's insane, but they're older, and if I can up the graphics a little bit, that will help. It'll look nicer, really, and also user-friendly, because I know so many people that do console recordings, and they say, yes, it's hell on earth. I'm also possibly going to be looking into getting my 3DS. I have one of those now. They're fun. I play a lot. I've got a few games. I'm playing a lot of Monster Hunter and not Fire Red, Omega Ruby. Omega Ruby, that's one. Playing a lot of Omega Ruby. Picked up the other day, and I think I've had it for about 2 days, and I've played 10 hours already. Which is kind of a problem, because, you know, I'm not recording it, and I'm just spending a lot of time playing Omega Ruby. But there we go. I've kind of needed to relax lately. I've had a load of stressful things going on, and that's been helping. It's put me in a good mood. Pokemon puts me in a good mood. I would do a Pokemon Let's Play, but the thing is pretty much everyone's done one. There's nothing really new to add to it, because it's very story-driven. And I am very silent when I play Pokemon. I'm very methodical and thinking out all of my steps, and I can't verbalise that. I've tried it before, I've done it tests and tests and tests. I think I actually, ages ago, there was a randomised Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke run that I did, which I was basically killed in the first couple of minutes. I just don't really want to go back to that. It was not that great content. It wasn't that great, and I probably wouldn't do it again. But yeah, there are some things coming up on the 3DS I want to play, and there's also some stuff coming up on the Wii U that I really want to play, like Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's a freaking wonderful looking game. It's an RPG, so I don't know if people would want to see an RPG, but if so, that's a really cool game that I'm really looking forward to. Like, I don't know, I really like RPGs, but I don't really play them on the channel due to the fact that I feel that with RPGs you have to either be very intelligent and very thoughtful and good at input and information, which I'm okay, if I know the game a bit better, of course, or you have to be really goddamn funny. And I don't know how funny you can be with an RPG. That's just something. I have had a few ideas for a few series and stuff, but at the moment they haven't really come to fruition. I've been thinking of doing something with Payday 2, where I get a crew together and we go through all of the hardest challenges in the game, so things like Tabula Rasa, if you don't know what that is. It's a challenge where you play on one of the hardest difficulties, Overkill. You wear a suit, which means that you die really freaking fast, and you have to use a Golden AK and a Chicago typewriter, which aren't very good or ammo conservative guns. I was going to go through that with a few people, have a crew of 4 of us, and go through all of the hardest challenges in the game to see if we can do it and have that recorded, because I thought that would be great fun, because I do enjoy playing Payday. It's one of my most played games, but I always find that just doing straight out missions is very boring. You have to have some sort of challenge or objective to it to make it interesting, or it has to be brand new content, which I do. That being said, I have got the Hoxton a Hoxton Revenge mission recorded in loud and stealth, which I need to upload still as well. And yeah, apart from that, I'm still doing everything really. I'm still trying to get back into streaming. I'm bad at doing that. The stream, if you did not know, is twitch.tv/OGNerd. Yeah, I'm really bad at keeping schedules sometimes, especially when it comes to streaming, because streaming is a lot more of a relaxed thing, and I'll be like, I'm going to stream, and then someone will be like, do you want to play some Payday? And I was like, well, I'll play some Payday for a bit, but I've got to stream in a bit, and then 4 hours have passed, I was like, oh, I missed my stream. Whoops. It's not that good, but yeah, aside from that, I'm still doing the podcast and stuff. I don't know if I've actually mentioned that before, but I do a podcast every 2 weeks with Cluster Junk. They are in the featured list, if I remember correctly. I think they are. I think I've featured them. It's a channel, like a group channel thing that we do the podcast, and we do some stuff together, kind of very loosely group, a very loose group, you know, we don't have all of our, we're not like the Yogscast where it's all like Yogscast, OGNerd or whatever. We have that, but, you know, we have that going. Yeah, I've got them. Yeah, if you do like podcasts, I pretty much run the podcast at the moment because I like to head things. I very much like introducing things and being the introducey person. I'm weird like that, yes. But yeah, the podcast is really fun. If you do like podcasts and you want something to listen to in the background, and I don't know if you do this, you may listen to this like when in the background. You know, you may be on the toilet listening to me talk, which would be flattering. I don't really want to know if you are. I'm going to be honest, because it's a bit weird. I think as much as I consider all of you friends, we shouldn't go to the boundaries of talking to each other on the toilet, or at least me talking to you on the toilet. I do it to enough people, and they get weird about it. I mean, a friend of mine, Dave, a few years back, when we used to hang out, when I used to live down Southampton at least, yeah, he called me once when I was on the toilet. He got kind of creeped out, so I stopped answering my phone on the toilet. People don't like talking to people on the toilet, and I don't really know why. I guess there's some sort of social faux pas about it. But yeah, if you do want to listen to a podcast or whatever, they're good, I feel. They're fun. They're not all informative and newsy, they're just pretty relaxed. They do have news and stuff in them. But yeah, we try and keep it very relaxed there, and it's good fun. I do quite enjoy it. And there's like 3 hours or so long, so you can just leave that on while you do anything that you do. I'm probably going to look into actually seeing about getting iTunes or something set up, because that'd be a good way to distribute the podcast. Because I know a lot of people do put things like Ramble videos and stuff on iTunes, so yeah, I'm going to see about doing that. I don't know if it costs anything, I don't know, it sounds like a good idea though. But yeah, if you do have any ideas for a series or anything, please throw them down in the comments below. Yeah, I'm not really object to doing anything. This time I will definitely throw a link to something like my Steam list or something. I don't really know how to do it, but I will find a way to link to my Steam profile or something or other, and then you can like see all the games list and you see something in there and think, hey, that'd be fun, do that, or something. I'm always up to suggestions. I know I'm bad sometimes with keeping to those suggestions, but that's because I was early days. I remember in my early days people did suggest and want, very, very early days, this is going back a couple of years now. God, I've been doing this for a couple of years. Yeah, back in my early days I remember that I had requests for things like Skyrim, and I had requests for things like Borderlands 2 back when they were sort of new and quite popular. But then I had the great idea that I wanted to do a Skyrim machinima. And holy hell, that is a lot of work to do. But that will be something that I'm doing for the new channel and stuff, because we're going to be focusing on like certain things, and one of them is machinima. We're going to be having that on the new channel and stuff. I'm not sure how soon it's going to come up, because we've already got an idea for our first sort of set of machinas. It's actually going to be sort of red versus bluey, but it's not going to be in Halo. It's going to be along the same sort of strain of like comedic groups and stuff, but it's not going to be in Halo. It's just along those that sort of style. It's going to be stylized in that. So yeah, if you are interested in Skyrim, that will possibly be coming up somewhere. I'm not entirely sure, because at the moment we're focusing on the first thing that we're doing before we go into that, because we want to refine our art. Because we both had great ideas, or at least in my opinion, great ideas that we do want to spread and want to use in these channels, and we want to use in these machinimas and stuff, and we want them all in one place, and we want to refine our art of making it before we go into the more complex ideas. But aside from that, there's also Borderlands 2, which people have requested, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I'm ever going to do that. The problem is Borderlands is a very comedic game. Like, the comedy in that is quite lowbrow sometimes. It's good, I really like it. I really like Borderlands, but the problem is they're funny enough games without someone talking over them. And the problem is, I find with those sort of games, is that they're good, because, you know, they're funny, but the thing is that means that you either have to be very lazy and not talk, which I don't like doing, or you have to try and compete with that, which isn't that good in my opinion either, or you have to have an astonishingly good dynamic. And no offense to any of my friends, I don't know if I have that dynamic with anyone. Realistically, it's a very hard thing to do, really. Every time I've recorded in that, it just feels a bit forced, and it doesn't work very good in my opinion, so Borderlands 2 will probably not ever be done. It's the same reason kind of why Borderlands the pre-sequel was finished, because I noticed that I wasn't really doing anything that I was kind of I wasn't taking the game along for a ride, it was taking me along for a ride, which just didn't work in my opinion. Yeah, there are a few upcoming games and stuff that I want to get onto, but I don't know. I don't really know any off the top of my head. At the moment, I'm still very, very, very hyped for GTA 5. As annoyed as I am about that game, I'm still extremely hyped and still want that game. So goddamn much. I want to play online with that, and I know they've added Heist now, which is making me like, I could go play that on the PS3 right now, or I could leave it and play it in the frickin' online thing on PC. I could do that, and I'm just like, but I could go play it on the PS3 right now, but I'm leaving it just so there will be... I don't like doing... The thing is, I don't like doing my videos with fake impressions. I don't like being acted or all fake about things. I like my stuff to be first impressions, like first impression-esque. So like, I'm not forcing reactions or whatever, so if things go crazy and you hear me screaming at the top of my voice, Harold, they're coming through the windows, which I do quite a lot when I'm playing Payday. You know, that's how I am in those situations. But of course, yeah, I don't want to seem forced. I want to put it out there, the fact that all of my stuff is most of the time my first sort of times playing and stuff. But also, yeah, I never act. I never play up to the camera. When I'm playing games, normally I actually seem to play down to the camera as well, which is very strange. I normally become a bit more mellow on the camera, just because I am aware. I am very self-aware, and I don't want people thinking, oh, you're just faking it and stuff, and I I'm very bad in respect of criticism. I do enjoy criticism. I very much, always accept it and take it wholeheartedly. But the problem is, I think I take it too hard sometimes, and I end up just like someone would be like, "Oh, if someone like came to me and like said like I was faking and stuff, I would, take that a bit harder for some reason. I'm not entirely sure because that's the sort of person I am. So I guess I play down to the camera so that people don't think that I'm faking. It's really weird. I don't really understand why, but I guess it's just because there is this whole stigma of the fact of people don't like people who play up to the camera, which is weird because a lot of the times, yeah, if you don't play up to the camera, you've got sort of a very mellow sort of thing, and people seem to like over the top more. I don't know. Maybe I'll probably get into playing up to the camera. I just thought I'd take a moment to put it out there that if I do start playing up to the camera, that is why, and that is how I normally am. So it's more me than not me. It's more natural, there we go. That's more natural me than non-playing up to the camera me. Yeah, it's really weird to explain, but I don't know. I feel that I'm starting to grow with the channel and stuff, and I'm becoming more confident, and I feel that, yeah, I shouldn't be not who I am. I should definitely play up to the camera and be who I want to be, which is just very over the top, which is what I am normally when I'm playing games. I was playing Magicka the other day with a good friend of mine, Josh, and yeah, we were playing Magicka, and I was in fits of laughter because, yeah, Josh knows how to play that game, I don't, and I forgot what I did. I did something along the lines of I put a shield on myself, which deflected life. So, yeah, we were in the middle of a boss battle and Josh was trying to heal me, and I put a shield on myself, which bounced life away from me. So he ended up healing himself. It was a very weird one, and it was quite fun. But yeah, Magicka's fun. I may do something on Magicka 2, but Magicka 1, we played a few hours of it and I kind of got bored because it stopped being so random. And once it stopped being so random, it kind of, lost that sort of appeal to me. I liked the whole stupid thing of me not knowing what to do. Eventually I started to learn what to do, and then I just didn't really like it as much. I do normally like games that I don't know what I'm doing. Strangely enough, I like games where I can just cause myself mayhem by not knowing what to do. Those are great. But yeah, I feel I've been rambling on for quite a fair time. Holy crap! We've been going for 22 minutes, well, 23 soon, and that will be 23 minutes. So, yeah, that went on for a bit longer than I thought it would. So, I do hope you're enjoying these. If you are, that'd be fantastic. If you could leave some likes and comments below, tell me. Tell me what you think of the channel. Tell me anything. Tell me. Speak to me dirty. Okay, I'm gonna go. You guys have been awesome. I do adore you all, and I love that you check out my channel. I mean, it's been 2 years or so. I don't really know when my anniversary on the channel is. I may do an anniversary video or something, but it's been 2 years, and I don't think I say this enough, but I very much appreciate everything that you guys do and all the support you show for my channel. I know we're at, sometimes I do get a bit down the fact that we're at 270 subscribers, but we get a fairly regular, 10 or so people, but you 10 are freaking awesome. The people that just come out and just check out those videos, yeah, that's the thing that I appreciate the most, is the fact that there is a good few of you who are actually dedicated enough to take your time out and say, hey look, I want to watch these videos. That is frickin' astonishing. When I started this, I didn't know I would ever get to anything like that. I never even expected to get one person that would come out regularly to check out my content, but it's frickin' astonishing. I mean, it's been 2 years and I would not trade it for the world. So, you guys have been awesome. Thank you, as always. And yeah, let's hope for some more 2 years or 4 years or 4 more beers. I don't know. We got a bit emotional towards the end, but yeah. I will see you guys in the next video on whatever series that we do. And yeah, I do hope you're enjoying the content. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.